Hello and welcome to VR Reviews. Today we're reviewing the WWE Elite Ringside exclusive Hardcore Kane. So yes, here we have another WWE Elite Kane figure. This is a more modern design than the other one and was a Ringside exclusive, and therefore that means it costs more than normal figures, essentially. He is pretty cool. Not one of my favorite designs for Kane, but I don't dislike it. And he comes with a hardcore title, which is cool, because he wore this outfit whenever he was in a fairly memorable hardcore match and things like that. So let's go ahead and zoom in for the articulation, sculpt, and details, all of those sorts of things.
Alright, start off with a quick size comparison. Of course, here we have Kane. Here's our standard Marvel Legends 6-inch Cosmic Armor Iron Man, 3 3/4-inch Marvel Universe Wolverine, and here is a Jakks Kane figure of the same design. Kane is noticeably bigger than a standard 6-inch figure. He's a little bit taller than the Jakks design, although the Jakks figure actually has better detail, just in general. It's still probably a worse figure for posing purposes and things like that, but it kind of looks better, almost. And, of course, he's much taller than a Marvel Universe figure. Now let's get everything else out of here and just look at the Elite Kane. Alright, moving on to our 360 spin. Here you can see Kane. Outfit-wise, he has on a tank top, which is black and red, and then it has sort of slightly off-color skin tone to represent the fact that he has little transparent patches there in real life. It would have been nice if they would have done specific sculpting for those and made them kind of mesh or something, but I understand that Mattel likes to use the same bodies for everything, so it's not surprising. He's got bare arms, he's got a bracer on one arm, and then he's got a glove on the other arm. And his glove arm has Kane written on the bracer, and it has the silver studs only on the bottom. The studs are present on the top, they're just not painted. And at first I thought that was going to be an issue, because I thought they just didn't paint them. But then I realized that they're just not supposed to be there. So they just used the same piece and didn't bother to change anything about it. That's once again just an example of Mattel cutting costs and things like that. It's not a huge deal, just thought I'd mention it. He has his studded belt painted on. He's got the same design on his legs as he does on the chest pretty much, and then he's got some standard ring boots down there on his feet. Now let's go ahead and zoom in on his head sculpt. Head sculpt wise, this is pretty much just a standard head sculpt for Kane. His hair is all sculpted fairly nicely. The mask looks good. It's painted bright red and black. All the sculpting on that's fine. His eyes are painted acceptably. They're painted a bit better than they were on the other Kane that I reviewed. So there's no real complaints. Looks perfectly acceptable. Let's go ahead and zoom out and look at some articulation. Our articulation-wise, Kane has perfectly standard Elite Series articulation. Ball joint head, up and down, rotation, ball joint shoulders, in and out, forward and back, bicep cut, single joint elbow, wrist rotation and hinge, abdominal joint, waist cut, hips go in and out, forward and back, thigh cut, double joint knees, boot cut, hinge, and pivot in the ankle. So you should be able to get him into pretty much any pose that you can get any other Elite Series figure into, which is fairly acceptable. Kane does come with one accessory, so let's go ahead and look at that. Kane comes with the Hardcore Championship. It's sculpted fairly well. It says Hardcore Champion on there. For some reason they left off the C where it's supposed to say Champion. I don't even think you can actually see that on camera, but they did. It can fit around his waist, or you can put it over his shoulder if you want to do that. I think that probably looks a bit better for Kane. Now that wraps it up for Kane and all of his accessories, let's move on to the packaging. Packaging-wise, Kane comes in the standard Elite packaging, WWE logo up here, big window, Kane, picture of Kane there, Ringside exclusive Elite Collection flashback. And on the back you essentially just get a big long bio and some stats and things for Kane. As always, these are good for in or out of package display, so yeah, Kane.
Alright, that wraps it up for Kane. So until next time, goodbye!
Hello, you've just watched one of my videos. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed my videos. If you didn't, run away and never return. Also, feel free to check out my other channels, Venom Raptor for all my variety gaming content, and VR Reviews for reviews of various action figures and collectibles. Thank you, and goodbye.